my channel. My name is Shantae, and this is my very first YouTube video. Yay! I'm very excited. This is long overdue. I get a lot of questions about, what I use in my hair, how I do my hair, whatever, So I just figured I'd make a YouTube video, a YouTube channel actually, to kind of get my thoughts and my ideas out there. I'm not a hair expert, I'm not a hairstylist, but I can give some tips on what I do, what works for my hair. So the purpose of this video is to, inform you guys on how I achieve this look. This is actually in wash and go. I don't know my hair texture. I would say like 4A, 4B maybe. I'm not too sure, but it worked for me. This is how I do my wash and go. Before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know what products I used. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. This is a new product for me. I've never used it before, so it was the first time using it. But it's Mielle Organics. I don't know if you can see it too well. But it's Mielle Organics line, or brand I should say, and the line is their Pomegranate and Honey line. This is a leave-in conditioner. So I use this to condition my hair after I have washed it and everything. I seal my moisture with an oil, always, for me. Always gotta seal in my moisture with an oil because my hair tends to get dry and I like for it to stay kind of shiny like this. Olive oil works really well in my hair, but what works for one doesn't work for all. This is what I prefer to use. And then to define my curls, I actually use the same brand, same line, Mielle Organics, Pomegranate and Honey line, and this is their curling custard. So yeah, this is what I use to achieve the look. If you're interested in seeing how I got my wash and go to look like this, keep watching. So yeah, let's get into it. All right guys, so to start off, I'm gonna add my leave-in conditioner to my first section of hair. I just keep adding until I feel like it has like a slip to it, like I feel like my hair is soft. Now I'm gonna comb through it or brush through it with my Denman brush, get all the tangles out. Next, I'm gonna add in my oil, my olive oil. You can add any oil of your choice. Work that through. So now I'm gonna take my curling custard, and I kind of break my big section off into smaller sections. You don't want to add the custard to a huge section of hair. It works a lot better if you just, work with small sections. So I split my big section up into small sections. I make sure I work it through, make sure you get your ends really well. And then I start to break that small section off and just make sure that I kind of clump it together. You don't want your hair to be frizzy. So in order for it to not be frizzy, you want to have sections of hair, like really tiny sections of hair that are clumped together to reduce your frizz, if that makes sense. So I just do that through that whole small section. And then after that, I move on to another section and do the same thing. I think this process took me a total of 40 minutes or so for my whole head, that is. And in the beginning, the product did kind of make my curls loose, but as it dries, you'll see it later on in the video, but as it dries, it actually gets coily. I know it doesn't look very coily right now, but it does. It dries coily. And yep, I'm just going to repeat that. I'm just going to add some more curling custard to my hair, small sections, and then I'm going to section that off and just start clumping it together on my own, kind of like twirling. You don't want to coil it too much because then you'll end up having your style as a finger coil instead of a wash and go. But I do like to break it off and kind of help it clump together. And yep, I just do that. And then once I'm done with this big section, I move on to another big section and repeat. It's really easy. All right, well, now I'm finished. It's wet still, so I'm not going to manipulate it or try and style it at all. You always want to make sure your hair is completely dry before you go messing with it and trying to style it and move it around. But I know they looked really loose in the beginning, but as they are drying, as you can see, I'm getting my coil back. I just freshly did this section and this section here, so it's not looking like the back section quite yet, but I imagine when it dries it will. But I do kind of have a looser curl pattern on the front left side of my hair for some reason, so like everything from this point on is kind of looser, so that's what you're seeing here and here. But underneath, as you can see, that's drying and it's coiling. This will get a little shorter, but I don't know how much shorter because like I said, my curl pattern is a little looser on this side. I'll turn around so y'all can see the back. And once I style it, it'll look even. But this is the back. All right, and here's the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.